It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
His kick.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're... a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 29, Flacco. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Taylor. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Flacco from midfield. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Flacco. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Flacco looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good carry and pick up for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it with Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
It's the end of the first quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. On 3rd down, Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A gain of 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Flacco. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Flacco, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Texans 17, Bengals 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flacco from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating out of the gun. Flacco eluding the pressure right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Is good.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
His
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Cooks has it over the middle. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 12. First down
from the gun. Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
14-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score. Bengals 35.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punch. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
35. Texans 31.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. 26. He's checking. Check 54. Check 26.
From the 38, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 24. Tighten up. 26. Undercrush. At 55.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They run with Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Flacco. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Cincinnati.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Passing play. Flacco. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To
Irv Smith Jr. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 42, Texans 31.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down throw. Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
3 at the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Here's the Super Bowl hero from a year ago. It's Damian Williams. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Setting to throw, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Taylor. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Texans 37.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be at home.